Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was too busy reading my feminist literature. Anyway, that's how I'm testing my audio today. Also, I feel like I should point out, hang on. Yep, that's good. I feel like I should indeed point out, we're good. I feel like I should acknowledge the elephant in the room. I do have a bit of a lisp, okay? Why? Because it's nighttime. It's nighttime and I'm wearing my retainer. So, I'm going to have a bit of a lisp. Hello, girl game. At least at the beginning of the stream until we've talked for a while. Or until we all just get used to it and we go, oh, and we forget, okay? Because it's nighttime. Now, why am I streaming at nighttime? I've literally never done this before that I can think of, because we are starting something new. We are starting our mini Mellow Mondays, where essentially every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm going to do a stream where we just chill. We do something chill. Today we're cluttering. We're cluttering bathrooms today. That's what we're doing today. Some days maybe I'll find some short cozy game for us to play. Like what was that one we played that was really cute? With the little clown. I forget what it's called. Oh, it was so good. That game was so good too. I just don't remember what it's called. Stream today. Well, I know it's part of my new stream schedule, girl game. You're literally in the Discord. You should know this. You should know this. Anyways, let me make sure everything's working. Okay, yes. So yes, today is the start of our brand new mini Mellow Mondays, where I stream for an hour every Monday night because I can. It's 1 a.m. for you, girl game, go to bed. It's okay, go to bed. Do not go to bed. Or you can just put me on as background noise. I'll try to be quieter because we're supposed to be mellow. Am I actually going to be mellow? I don't know. It really depends. Sometimes I'm really hyper at night and sometimes I'm not. So we will see. Today I'm kind of like, I think today I'm kind of in the middle. I'm more mellow leaning today, I would say. Anyways, let's real quick do our stream housekeeping. You can't sleep so you're staying? Okay, that's totally chill. You know, I'm not one of those people personally that can sleep with something on in the background, but maybe you are. So maybe I can help with that. Or I'll do ASMR. I'll do ASMR just for you, girl game. Anyways, housekeeping. Today's stream, like I said, we are back in the spy build. The spy house, and we're just going to be cluttering those bathrooms we worked on Saturday, because that's kind of, I don't know, that feels more chill, you know. We're supposed to be chill-ish. Other than that, I uploaded a video yesterday. If you still haven't watched it, what are you doing here? Well, you know what, that's okay. When this stream's done, because it's only an hour, you can go ahead and watch that video real quick. It's a super cute video. I built a 3x3x3 house. Go watch it. It's on my YouTube. My username's the same literally everywhere, even on my birth certificate. And then ad breaks. Ads. There is an ad break coming up already in 46 seconds and going down, decreasing. I don't know what the phrase is. So during those ad breaks, you will not miss any gameplay. And you know what? Mini Mellow Mondays. Oh, wouldn't it be so fun if I made it like alliteration? But now now I can't say it anyway. I don't know if there's gonna be a secret today, honestly, because we're so mellow and chill today. There are no secrets. We're just open and honest in ourselves. But you will miss some yapping, just a little bit. And finally, our follower goal. We are 4 away from doing more Sims gameplay where we find out if Charlia becomes a thing. If you don't know who Charlia is, it is my sim Charlie, who is my first sim I've ever done like full out gameplay with. And there's this other girl named Celia. So we're trying to get Charlie and Celia together. At least I'm pretty sure her name's Celia. I can't remember. It was a while ago. And then our sub goal is to build Billy and Kaz. I've never done Kaz on stream. If you don't know who Billy is, he's the demon in all of my Sims builds. And we will make him in Kaz once we hit 5 subs. Anyways, we're gonna wait for this ad break to start and pass, and then we'll get started with the cluttering. While we're doing that, I have to admit something. I'm going to say this again on Wednesday because this more pertains to Wednesday's stream, but I'm just going to yap about it now because it's what I did today and last night. I did restart date everything because I learned that if we can't realize the stupid air fryer, I can't finish the game, and I want to finish the game. So I did restart it last night. I caught us all the way back up, okay? We are back to where we were before, except for a few very slight changes. First, I really want the love ending with Bodhi, so I brought it all the way up to your final conversation with Bodhi. So we're gonna get the love ending with Bodhi on Wednesday. I also did Mitchell again, so we'll get Mitchell's love ending. I made sure of it. I cheated. That's nothing new. If you're new here, if you're really new here, I cheat all the time. Okay? That's like my whole brand, honestly, is cheating. in video games, not in real life. In video games. So, but the other good thing about this girl game, you're gonna like this, okay? Okay, first of all, I talked to Friar Arrow only once, and I went, okay, I will hold off on finishing him and continuing his storyline because Stella still bugged out. I was gonna use Stella to get Reggie for the hate ending, like from the hate ending, but she's still bugged, and I was still able to get her love ending. So I haven't met Reggie yet in this new save. So since we're restarting Hoove, girl game, we're restarting Hoove. Since we're restarting Hoove, I've only talked to Hoove once. So we still have to like repeat like 2 more conversations. I'm literally gonna have like the Hoove walkthrough love guide next to me while we're doing Hoove. And then, maybe I should say while we're completing Hoove's storyline. And then, if it still bugs out, we know it's not a me problem. Ed will get the hate ending and we'll get Reggie. And then if it's like, oh, actually we do get Hoove's love ending this time, I'm just gonna save Friar Arrow just in case I need a hate ending for like the very end. And I'll do that like, we're still hating the air fryer. We will see if we're hating the air fryer because I have a feeling I'm gonna accidentally get the hate ending with some other people and I want to have enough candies to go around, you know? So if we get the love ending with Hoove, I'm gonna hold off on Friar Arrow until like towards the end. So if I still need a hate ending, I can use him for that. But if I don't need a hate ending, I could just go for the love ending, which I will probably do again. I'll do all the conversations we already had probably off stream just because I don't listen, at least for my chat. I know there are Friar Arrow fans out there. Personally, not a fan, and neither is my chat from what I've seen. So I mean, I know I have people following me who are Dishy fans, which I did redo to get the Dishy love ending because that's where we left off. I didn't change anything else. Any endings that I am going to change, you're going to see that on Wednesday. But I won't make y'all sit through the air fryer again because most of my chat, at least all of the people who are in my chat during the live streams are not Friar Arrow fans. So I won't make y'all sit through that again because I'm kind like that. Anyways, the ads are basically done. Let's get going. That's enough yapping about date everything, even though I love yapping about date everything. In fact, maybe I'll continue yapping about date everything. Let me see where we left off. Okay. Oh, we need a toddler potty in here too, because this is where the baby is. You know what? Maybe we should do this. Like we did in the big bathroom. And then we could put the toilet paper on the cabinet again. That's right, we're getting right into it. I would play like chill music or something, but I never play music because I'm scared of DMCA and I also just can't be bothered to find music that isn't DMCA. I'm sure it's really easy, but I just don't understand the air fryer love. I think it is kind of like a, at least from what I've seen from people who like Friar Arrow, it seems to be some sort of, I'm trying to debate if I should just say the word I'm thinking or not, because, you know, we're not a child-friendly channel, we're not a family-friendly channel by any means, but my parents are home right now. It's an 18+ thing, I would say, from what I've seen. Okay, my room's already getting hot. Give me a second. I need to turn my fan up. Because a lot of what I'm seeing is people being like, okay, it's either like religious trauma, which is so fair. Not like that they're attracted. They either don't like him because like he's weird religious guy, which is why I don't like him. or because they have like religious trauma, which is completely understandable, or they like him, and I think it's because they have a thing for priests. That is what I have seen. That is just what I've observed. I'm just saying what I've seen. I will say though, I think this is my caption for the TikTok of this I'm uploading next week, but I did, after getting the hate ending with with Friar Arrow, I did out of spite eat a mozzarella Korean corn dog, like a potato mozzarella Korean corn dog, and it was great. And I know I was talking on stream how I can't really eat mozzarella sticks because they make my stomach hurt, but this didn't, and it was great. I don't know how they did it, but I'm like pretty sure that those taste best when they're fresh, and I ate it reheated the next day, and it was still great. And it was my first time having a Korean corn dog too, and it slapped. So Friar Arrow's missing out. That's all I'm saying. Arguably, I've already sinned enough. I'm kind of gay. So, you know, if I want to enjoy a Korean corn dog, then that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I ate one afterwards out of spite. Magic. Okay, what do we think? I mean, the distance might be a little different. I can go the distance. Anyways, oh. What's like a reasonable distance between your toilet and the toilet paper? I feel like this is okay. Okay, let's get a toddler potty in here. Because we do have a little baby toddler. Oh, okay, I was like, one of my blinds is missing. Anyways, although I will say, now that I've replayed Date Everything, technically I had to restart again during my restart because I screwed up with Kopi a little bit, but that was like early into my restart, so that it doesn't count. But I will say, okay, originally, I think I've talked about this before, I wasn't entirely sure about Daisuke. Like, I didn't fully understand the hype around him. Like, I could see it, I just didn't like fully understand it. But now that I've had a second playthrough and I spent more time with, because honestly all I needed with Daisuke was a little bit of more time with him. I still did the same storyline. I did the pottery storyline again, but like now that I did it twice with him, I'm like, okay, I can see the hype. I understand it a bit more. He's not my favorite, but I still love him, you know, like I get it. So, you know, in case anyone's wondering. I will say though, a really funny thing that happened was everyone, I basically speed ran. Like, I didn't listen to their dialogue again at all. I just went basically to get through all of their dialogue because I was like, I need to get up to speed before Wednesday. If I was like doing a genuine replay, I would have sat through everything again, obviously, but because this wasn't a genuine replay, I was trying to catch us back up for Wednesday. I just sped through. Oh, that's the color I chose? I'm sure it was a bit or something, but now me, when it's a Mellow Monday, I'm like, I don't know about that whole phone, don't do that. I will say, I do have a timer on my phone, and it's a daily timer on my phone set for 8 o'clock that says stop playing Sims. In all caps. I do have a timer to tell me, I have an alarm on my phone, a daily alarm to tell me to stop playing Sims. That's how that's how bad this is. Anyway, why isn't there a yellow one of these? I think it would look nice. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was replaying, right? And for everyone, I just kind of skimmed through. Ooh, I nearly screwed up Abel's, dude. I almost got the friendship ending with him, and it went uh-oh, but luckily I had an earlier save, so I could just go back, and it was fine. Or was Abel the reason why I had to restart again? I don't know. Anyway, but we're fine now. Anyways, so for everyone, I just skimmed right through. Except for, okay, I did. I was like, do I give the toddler do I give the toddler a private roll of toilet paper? We do. It's important. The toddler needs to know how to wipe their own bum. So yeah, I sped through everyone's storylines again, except for the end of Mateo's when he's confessing that he loves you, and the end of... I kind of skipped through Chance's. I didn't want to, but I kind of skipped through his. And then the only storyline I didn't skip through at all, except for the narrator, because I was like, I don't have time for this, was Eddie Headphones. I know where my loyalties lie. Okay, anyway. Hopefully that's good. But yeah, that's what I spent my morning doing, was getting everything back, so we're all good. See, this is a reasonable bathroom size. What was I thinking for this? I get this is the primary bathroom, but good gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get another fuzzy rug in here. Did I put a towel over here? I think I did. I did. Indeed, I did. Okay. Did you get a different I did get a different Teddy story, because the first time I talked to him when I replayed was during the day, so I got his advice about computers. And then I was like, oh, okay, and I figured like that was enough to like get the love ending, because I was like, I'll just do that because it's faster. But turns out you still have to sit through a story. But this story was shorter. It was the second night. It was about the 2 stars, and the way I was like actually about to cry. Like I because it was a different story, I didn't listen to him, but I did like read it while I clicked through, because I'm a really fast reader, not to brag. But I like read it while I clicked through, and I was like about to cry. I was like, it's a good thing I didn't get this story on stream, because I think I would have burst into tears. It was like Eris and Leo, I think, is what it's called. It was so... You loved that story? No, that one was so good. Like, the beaver one was good, don't get me wrong, but it was quite long. It was very long in drama, and I kind of knew how it was gonna end already. I mean, I didn't know they were gonna, like, do the whole catapult thing, which spoilers, I guess, but it was still kind of like... I don't know, you could still kind of predict the ending, so I wasn't like as enthusiastic about that one, but this one was a lot better. Hang on, I need to see what size I made this. I think that was 0.7. Ooh, it was, okay. But yeah, I was like about to cry when I was going through that one. I was like, what? And then the ending, ugh, anyways. But that does mean I don't have the beaver sticker anymore. You know how you get like the little achievement? I call them stickers because they look like stickers, but you know how you get the little achievements? I don't have the beaver one anymore. But that's okay. I'll get it back one day. On my own time. Okay. See, I guess we're kind of going for a yellow and blue thing here, which is why I'm like, I kind of wish this could be yellow. I know these cabinets can be yellow. Maybe we should give it a try. Also reasonable bathroom size. That's 3 times my bathroom size. Okay, but this is reasonable compared to this. I'm just saying. We were struggling with this. I'm about to turn part of this room into a closet because I don't know what to do with it. I would say my IRL bathroom is like this size, maybe. This is more reasonable than the parents' bathroom. Wait, let's see what this looks... Because this is the kids' bathroom. We can be a little fun with it, you know? Maybe you want to do blue and yellow. Like the sun and the sky and the sea. And the stars. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't know if I love it. Maybe not this rug for the kids' bathroom. Maybe that's too adult. It's too grown up. They need something more fun. I wish there's a blue shower too, but there isn't. I mean, there's always the whale shower. There's always the whale shower. Where is it? There's always the blue whale shower. Let me see. Well, because we need a shower with gripper stickers, so that's kind of non-negotiable. We got a toddler. So I think we'll stick with the yellowy one. Well, we can get... Also, 3 bathrooms in one house is crazy to me. I mean, it's 2 like full bathrooms and then 1 small bathroom. I feel like that's pretty common in the US, at least. In the suburbs. In the burbs. My house has 3 full bathrooms and 1 powder room. But I've also lived here my whole life, so it used to be a lot cheaper than it would be now. We can get whales here. Should we do the whale rug? Listen, this is the kids' bathroom. We can have a little fun. If we want a whale rug, well, we're gonna do it. Whale, whale, whale. You know? Whale, whale, whale. What do we have here? Whales. Okay. And then over here. Let's see. More whales. No, we won't do more whales. See, like we could do this, but I'm kind of saving the dinosaurs for the dinosaur nursery. There are other animals. Oh, you know what? I'll just break out the Costco excuse. The elephant in the room! Oh my gosh. I wish there was a whale rug in this pattern, but that's okay. Elephants and whales. Whales, you know, at the end of the day, elephants are basically land whales, you know? That's what they always say. I don't know who they are, but that's what they always say. That's what they always say. The elephant is the land whale. Either that, or we could just do more whales, but I kind of want to. Or... you know, there really is just a distinct lack of whale rugs in this game. And I do... over everything that they need to fix in this game, I say whale rugs is the most imperative. That's what I believe. Where's the whale rug from? Mainly because Plant Swatch. I believe it's Parenthood. Yes, it is. I realized I know this game too well because someone commented on one of my TikToks. They're like, where's that chair and that desk from? And the way they asked where the chairs and the bunk beds were from. And the way I was immediately like, oh, the bunk bed's from Dream Home and the chairs from High School Years. I still looked it up just to make sure I was right, but I was right. Like, there are some items where I can recognize this isn't as much as the packs that I have with items from packs that I have. But there are some items in other packs where I'll be like, oh, I know what pack that's from, even though I don't own it. That's just how much Karen and Connie I watch. What can I say? I'm dedicated. I'm a dedicated fan. Hang on. I'm trying to make sure my things are working. And guess what isn't? My Alt tab. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what rug to put here. You know, maybe this is like abstract whales. Like, or little blue goldfish. Or just fish in general, I guess. The shape's not right, though. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. That is... well, I guess it's not bad. I don't love it. Is 2 sinks and bathrooms an American thing? Because I haven't seen it in the UK. I've heard it's an American thing. And guess where I heard that from? A Karen and Connie video where they also had that question. Because they were like, apparently... they're like, apparently 2 sinks might be an American thing. So I guess it is. I mean, I've been to the UK before, but obviously I stayed in a hotel. I didn't stay in someone's house. And the hotel only had one sink, so... I feel like this works. It's the shape that's off. Dang it. Okay, hang on. Let me see what else we're about to spend 80 years on rugs. And normally, if it was a normal stream, I'd be like, oh no, we can't do that. But guess what? Because it's Mellow Monday, we can spend as long as we want on the rugs. Maybe they don't even need a rug. Maybe they don't even need a rug over here. Words were coming out of my mouth faster than I was thinking them. That was a moment right there. Maybe we'll stick with the land whales. What do we think? Here, let's pretend like we're gonna use the bathroom. Oh man, I just ate a mozzarella stick and I need to have a poo. Okay, let's see. It's not bad, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they just don't need a rug. Maybe the kids are so messy, we don't want them getting toothpaste on there, you know? Because kids are messy and they're crusty. Trust, I know. I babysat for so long, and then I worked at a summer camp for so long. And let me tell you, my favorite thing to do was gaslighting children. And it always worked wonders. I once got them to put their shoes on by telling them that the carpet had a foot-eating fungus. And then we'd have to chop their feet off of it. To be fair, I was working with older kids. If I was working with younger kids, I would not have said that. But I was working with older kids. Land whales? Okay. Girl Game says land whales. And listen, this is the kids' bathroom. We can get a little funky, fun, and fresh with it. Get out of my way, light. I will say, I did consider, instead of working on an on-stream build, on working on one of my off-stream builds. However, my off-stream build is currently my grandest build yet. And if I tried to stream that, I actually think my PC would explode. And that would be against TOS. So, I don't know why I went here for towels. I'm looking for towels. What an odd choice for me to make. To go to the surfaces tab. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I tried to work on my grandest build yet, completely normal statement, I gaslight children. Honestly, that is like half of what working with kids is literally just gaslighting them. I mean, think about it, right? You're always telling them things like, oh, if you don't brush your teeth, the sugar bugs are gonna eat them and they're gonna fall out. Sugar bugs aren't real. That's not true. That's not how it works. Well, I guess technically, but they're not like bugs, you know? Like when you're a kid, at least for me, when I hear sugar bugs, I think of the, I don't know, maybe, I think of that one game that used to be on the old Barbie website where you had to like, where you were dentist Barbie, which I have, by the way. I have a dentist Barbie. Anyway. And I had, my dentist Barbie is the Barbie that's that game too, anyway. And you had to clean the sugar bugs in Chelsea's teeth or whoever. I just picture them. And you had to match the colors to the right color tool to the right sugar bug. Sugar bugs, yes, you tell the children that their teeth have sugar bugs that are going to eat their teeth. And if they don't brush their teeth properly, the sugar bugs will eat their teeth, basically. And it's basically how, like, you know, when you eat stuff, it's just to help them, like, not have cavities. It teaches them to brush their teeth properly. But it's just one example of a form of gaslighting children. There's also the whole, like, oh, if you're naughty, Santa Claus is gonna put coal in your stocking. Which, as I said before on this channel, we need to cancel Santa for. Because fossil fuels in the big 2025, insane. Or there's enough fossil fuels going around. We don't need Santa Claus contributing to the pollution that is occurring due to large corporations on this earth. We don't need Santa Claus adding to that. Anyways. Just had to, you know, get that off my chest again. Or, you know, like the boogeyman or whatever. The booger man. There's the boogeyman and the booger man. They're brothers. How did I do this before? What? It feels like this. I don't know how many. Oh, that's not right. Because I want them to be sticking out the mirror the same length, which some people might be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you putting the towels in the mirror? Because I can. Because I think it's funny to be like, oh, well, first of all, so then the towels are accessible from the sink. Second of all, you could be like, oh, they're suction cupped to the mirror, I guess. I don't know. I used to have this toothbrush holder that could suction cup to the mirror, but it always fell. You would like stick your toothbrush in it and it was like a head, and then when your toothbrush was in it, it looked like a body. And then it broke. It like split in half. Anyway. Oh, they need soap. They kind of do need soap. What would be the Santa coal alternative? I don't know. Like solar panels? I guess that wouldn't be much of a punishment though. Imagine waking up on Christmas and finding a whole solar panel in your stocking. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if you ask me. Or just give them like a rock that you would get off the ground, like a hunk of concrete. You could go to any construction site and just get a couple hunks of concrete, you know? And there you go. I feel like there's so many other far more sustainable rocks that Santa Claus could use, and he's choosing coal. Here, we'll do the yellow soap so it matches the yellow shower. I'm telling you, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. I just say, if this came in yellow, I feel like it would work. I feel like things would work. Oh, there goes my phone again. Stop falling. Wow, we already only have wow, I can't English. We already only have half an hour left of our first mini Mellow stream. And you're probably like, Isabel, why are you only streaming till 8? Well, first of all, apparently I'm using up all the data in the house by streaming. Second of all, because 8 is my soft bedtime. And if you're like, what do you mean 8 is your soft bedtime? A, that is so early. B, what is a soft bedtime? I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer. A soft bedtime is where I go, okay, I'm turning off my computer and going on my phone for like half an hour. And then I'm reading my feminist literature. It's probably not actually feminist literature. Which, honestly, okay, low-key, Laura Ingalls Wilder was kind of ahead of her times in the books at that time, I'm just gonna say. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then I spend like maybe... I read maybe at least one chapter of my feminist literature. and then I go to bed at like, I try to go to bed at like 9. And you're probably like, oh my gosh, Isabel, 9? That is so early. In which case, you must be new here. Welcome. If you are, follow on Twitch, because once we get 4 more followers, we're going to do more Sims gameplay. And guess what the next follower goal is going to be? I actually can't say because my mom is home. Is home and she can't know because I'm asking her for forgiveness and not permission for my next follower goal. Don't worry about it. You'll find out what it is after we hit how many? 140 followers. You'll know. I'll tell you. You'll learn what the secret follower goal that my mom can't know about is. Don't tell her. Okay. Anyways, so essentially, my soft bedtime is at 8 p.m. because I am a horrible, awful sleeper. It takes me about an hour to fall asleep on a good night. On a bad night, maybe, okay, if it's like a really bad night, it takes me like too long to fall asleep. If it's like an okay night, then maybe like 2 hours. But then it's like, okay, I'm asleep. Can I stay asleep? Probably not, depending. And then if I do miraculously stay asleep, that's when my brain goes, haha, let's wake up at 5 a.m. and not be able to fall asleep again. Or, even more fun, 4:30. So that's why, and then the quality of sleep I get is so bad. Is this an ASMR section? I don't think so. I can do an ASMR section if you would like. Okay, we're whispering now because Girl Game would like some ASMR. You know what, we'll do soft spoken ASMR because some people don't like whispering. So essentially, right? Where was I in my bedtime routine? Oh yeah, so not my bedtime routine, my sleep routine. So essentially, the reason why I need to go to bed, why I have a soft bedtime of 8 p.m. is because if I don't, then my already poor sleep is gonna be even worse. So that's why the stream's only until 8. And you're probably like, Isabel, why don't you start earlier then? Well, because sometimes I don't get to my room. Well, okay, I technically could, but also, I just don't want to. No, I'm kidding. I kind of do, but, I just figured an hour was a good time for a mini stream, and also then it gives me a little bit of time to myself before I go live, you know? Like before this, I was researching liquid CPU coolers. Had no clue what I was looking at. But I think I found some. And then I read a singular chapter of my feminist literature. The chapter was called, I don't remember what it was called, but it triggered a song in my head. Cold and Dark, which triggered the song Doubt Comes In from Hadestown. Anyways, the next chapter is called The Wheat in the Wall. I won't spoil it if you haven't read the series. You know, all these other grown-ups out there, because I am a grown-up, I am a legal grown-up, they're all out there reading, they're reading boring stuff. I don't even know, they're reading, people my age are typically reading like super smutty YA, and that's just not really my thing. I'm currently rereading the Laura Ingalls Wilder series, and before that I reread Mary Poppins, and honestly, it's a vibe. I'm having the time of my life. I love reading children's books because, well, I don't know, I don't know. I think it's my ADHD, frankly. When I was a child, or not when I was a child, even in like middle school, I was still just going to the children's section of the library because I like to reread the same books repeatedly. I do that with a lot of things. I just read the same things and watch the same things and listen to the same things over and over and over again, because it gives me happy brain juice. So, so that's why I'm rereading them again, because I'm like, wow, I haven't really read since like before college, and that was a while. So now that I'm no longer in school and I've been out of school, I can read again. What I can't yap and clutter at the same time is what I've learned. I think we all do that already, but I'm remembering now. I'm remembering. I'm being reminded. We'll do this moisturizing basket. Just kidding, it's a bath basket. Here's the moisturizing basket. We'll do that one. I mean, technically my plan today was to clutter the parents' bathroom, but we're in here, and in here is more fun. So, I'm gonna stay in here. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, that is why I'm rereading the Laura Ingalls Wilder series, because I can, and it's more fun than other things I could possibly read. Although I will say after this, after this, I don't have the last book in the series, so I gotta figure that out. But I'm thinking about rereading Esperanza Rising after this. That was another childhood favorite of mine, and I have a copy of it. What am I looking for? I don't even know. Oh my god, we need a rubber ducky. Boom. Should we put it in the bathtub? Will it go in the bathtub? I will name him Duncan. This is Duncan. Duncan the duck. And we dunk him in the water. Get it? It's a pun. I do those sometimes. Look at him. In all his ducky glory. I bet you wish you had a Duncan in your bathtub. He makes bathtub so much fun. He's the one, you know? The girlies that get it, get it. Have you seen the rubber duck in Date Everything? No, I have not. Okay, we're gonna go back to normal volume. I've only talked to the people we've seen on stream, so I have not talked to Rebel yet. I know about Rebel, but I have not talked to them yet. I learned there's one dateable you could apparently get locked out of. And I was like, I hope that doesn't happen to me. I have a new tactic now, which is saving at the start of every new day, so if I screw something up, I can just restart the day. I learned to do that the hard way. AKA the reason why I needed to restart in the first place. Let's give him a hamper, but not like... Okay, there's a base game hamper. Does it? I don't know if it actually functions as a real hamper, this one. Or if it's just like a decorative hamper, because it's not from Laundry Day. Oh, they need a trash can in here too. We'll say they have one of those under the cabinet trash cans. Actually, no, I'll just put it over here. But yeah, I have not talked to Rebel yet. We'll get around to them. I haven't talked to any of the bathroom people other than River technically, but that's because River came up in Winifred's storyline. I don't think it functions. That's what I thought too. Okay, that makes it easier. That makes Laundry Day a little less glitchy. Even though I don't think anyone's gonna be living in here anyway. Where? Okay, here we go. But yeah, we're getting through the list right now. Which honestly, it took me a lot quicker to re-catch up to everything than I thought it would. So I feel like once we get through the current Date Everything list, we can slowly start adding more dateables to it. Right now my biggest concern is just with Hoove when we redo him, and then whether or not that gives me Reggie. If he bugs again, we will see. What time is it? Okay, 15 minutes. You've seen the oh, that's true. We have also seen Johnny Splash. Johnny Splash started fights in my Twitch chat. I genuinely, Johnny Splash is not a bad singer. Every time I hear him sing, I'm like, you're a good singer, dude. You're just forcing things weird. You're trying to... Okay, I get... This is literally me so overthinking it, and I'm aware that it's me overthinking it, and I'm aware that the voice actors, like, I could tell the voice actor is genuinely such a good singer. And in my opinion, you have to be... Anyway, whatever. But yeah. What's a good kid plan? Oh, maybe this one, because we can have a face on it. Hang on, let me make sure I haven't used it already. Anyway, I can tell, but just in the game, okay? So take real life away from it. We're in the game. We are in the game, okay? Johnny Splash is a good singer. He's trying far too hard to sound like Elvis, and he's doing really weird things to his voice because of it, and he keeps forcing his vocal cords, I guess, in a way. I don't know technical terms, but he keeps forcing his voice in very specific ways, and that's why he keeps cracking and straining. And I know that's like the whole point of his character is like, haha, he can't sing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, but he can sing though. He's not like using his voice correctly. And I know I'm thinking about this way too seriously, but it still bugs me because I'm like, my guy, you can sing. You're torturing everyone and probably hurting yourself, like physically hurting yourself for absolutely no reason. Anyway. Oh, you know what? We've also had a mention of Bathsheba, but we haven't seen her yet. Would it be weird to have this face plant in here? Ha, face plant? Okay. Anyway, or should I get a different one? Or we can do this. Maybe this is more fun. You know what they say, pigs are the smaller land whales, you know? Does that look good, or should I do a different color? I would do the yellow if it was like a paler yellow, but it's not. It's like a gold yellow. Also, this is the kids' bathroom. What do we think, Plant Advisor? Or I can do something else completely. Oh, I also like revisited all the datables that I revisited on stream, and I accidentally did the wrong option for Eddie and Volt. I actually did the Amir one instead of the other one, but it's fine. And then I went back and did the other one because I needed to waste days to talk to Mitchell. Or waste hearts, charges, I don't know, to talk to Mitchell. I like the little face ones for the kids' bathroom. Okay, we can do that. The little, like, I can't do it. My mouth doesn't bend like that. Where is it? Here we go. Well, okay, there's this little face one and there's this little face one. Hang on, let me give this one its face. Would we like the crew? Would we like the click? Or the would we like the mama plant or the baby plants? Oh my gosh, wait, so we should do this one. It's like one for each of them. Look, it's their colors too, kind of. This one's green, but at the end of the day, isn't pink just like... There's green in the leaves. We'll do little guys? Okay, little guys. See, this is why you're the plant advisor. Oh my god, I forgot these ones have faces on the back too. So you're gonna see their back faces in the mirror. Okay, I might need to move these wipes. That's okay. We can swap these. We can swap these. We're now onto the musical portion of Mini Mellow Mondays. The final 10 minutes, I sing everything like it's a musical. No, I'm kidding. That would be too much thinking for a Mini Mellow Monday. I don't have the brain power for that at 8 p.m. Are you joking me? Okay. What do we think? What do we think of the little babies with their creepy back faces? Just don't look in the mirror and you won't even notice their creepy back faces. It's like totally fine. That reminded me. Perfect. Okay, great. Thank you, Plant Advisor. This reminds me, when I was younger, we used to go to Denny's, and the Denny's we went to had like mirrors. And then I would like watch myself eat. I don't know, I did this every time. I would order spaghetti. And then I would watch myself eat in the mirror, and I would pretend like the me in the mirror was actually like my enemy, and I had to beat her at eating spaghetti. Fun fact about me, I guess. I've always been delusional. Okay. I don't know. I guess they don't have that many soaps in there. Should we? We can give them the wall soap too. I feel like they might want a few more options, seeing as there's 3 kids sharing this bathroom. It's not the same shade of yellow though. That's okay. Let's stick with the white. Okay. Oh wow, There's still so much space for, ooh, little detail here. We could put this pile of laundry here. Like, it didn't quite make it into the hamper, and you just know that there's gonna be fights about it. Probably. I don't think I used this yet, right? Nope. Denny's. Denny's is an American, I guess, diner, but it's like kind of a meme, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it, honestly. It's not quite like, I don't know. I feel like you just need to look it up. Denny's is, yeah. I don't know what to say other than it's an American, I guess, like, not fast food, but it's like a diner franchise, kind of. It's known for not being the greatest. And I don't know. I mean, I personally kind of have like I said, I have like childhood memories at Denny's, so I kind of like Denny's, but I don't know. Does this look weird? Never mind. I don't like how that looks. It's a good idea, bad execution on my end. Okay. I have 8 minutes before my stop playing Sims alarm goes off. Oh no. Oh, here. Okay, I was like, there's definitely more baby stuff. I just don't know where. It's right here. I wasn't looking in the right place. I'll search it. Good idea. I don't really know how to explain it. In fact, I can't lie. I'm not entirely sure why it's a meme outside of like it being like a theater kid meme. I wasn't a theater kid, but I do like musicals, so I get theater content, and there's like a whole joke that's like after a show, all the theater kids go to the Denny's and they like start singing in the Denny's or whatever. But I think there's more jokes to it than that. I just don't entirely know what they are. I can't remember. There we go. No, there we not go. There we don't go. We don't go there. You know what? Oh, I'm in the Sims 3 cam. I don't know how to use the Sims 3 cam other than to move. Like, I don't know how to turn in this thing. Ugh. How do you turn? How do you turn in the Sims 3 cam? I don't know. Anyway. American diner style food with a focus on breakfast. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Can you tell how passionate of an American I am? I don't even know how to describe Denny's. Okay. I don't know why I'm being so picky with this. It's because I'm picky with everything. There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure kids' bathroom would be a lot messier than this, but it's fine. It's all good. We don't need to be that realistic. I mean, this is literally their basement is literally, spoilers, I guess, in case you could tell by this being called Spy House. Their whole entire basement is, oh, should we get them a phone? That's right, I forgot. I need to be placing phones in very suspicious areas. Including the kids' bathroom is gonna have a phone. Cause what if duty call, you know, the kids are also spies, okay? They aren't exempt from this. It's a family ordeal. You know what's crazy though? Now that I'm thinking about it. Spy Kids, like, I forget what the organization is called in Spy Kids, but they're using child labor. They do not abide by child labor laws, the spies. So neither will we in this build. Now, in real life, child labor laws are incredibly important, but in this build, where the basement is a spy bunker, we could say they're non-existent. It's fine. Oops. Besides, they get to be super spies, risking their lives to save the world, you know? It's not like we're... I don't know. Okay, anyway, moving on. Here's their spy phone in this bathroom, and if anyone asks, it's in case they have an emergency, an extreme emergency in the bathroom, and they need to call someone, you know? I should put one in the parents' house, I'm remembering. And I think that will be the parents' house, the parents' bathroom. And I think that will be the last thing we do for this first mini Mellow Monday. There we go. Because I want to try to make this thing exactly 1 hour. So that means we're going to yap for the last 3.5 minutes. What about? Probably date everything, honest. I swear, I just eat, live, and breathe. I guess I can't really eat it. Well, technically, because Mitchell's food. But I swear, all I do nowadays is think about date everything. 24/7. That's all I do. I'm going to say goodnight to TikTok. But if you would like to listen to me yap about date everything for 2 more minutes, come over to Twitch. Okay, goodbye TikTok. How do I do? There we go. Not me being like, how do I end a live? I do know how to end it. I've done it before. Okay, anyways. Like, I actually, like, I go to bed thinking about Eddie and Volt. I wake up thinking about Eddie and Volt. I eat lunch and I'm thinking about Eddie and Volt. Somewhere in there I'll think about Mateo and Chance as well. Honestly, okay, this is what I've thought about this, okay? I was like, and we'll talk about this more when I do my tier list. But I was like, you know what it is? I feel like Chance and Mateo are my number one if they were like real people in my life that I knew. I would actually date them, right? They're my number ones for that. And then Eddie and Volt are like my fictional number ones, if that makes sense. I like how I'm still talking in kind of a lower voice. You were scared to play it at first too. I wasn't scared of the game itself. I was more nervous about like full transparency, okay? We're having some late night talks in this last minute. I wasn't so scared of the game as much as I was scared of playing something mature on my channel, because I hadn't done that. I mean, okay, I played Lake, which is like that mail delivery game, which is technically, it's labeled as a mature game, but there's nothing like inherently mature about it, at least in my opinion, that I saw. Whereas this is like 18 plus jokes. It's a little like, no, it's not NSFW, but it's like, it's definitely like mature. Like when you think of a mature game, it's this. And I've never done that on my stream before, so I was kind of really nervous about that. I wasn't really sure how to handle it. But now I've played it a few times. And it looks like it says the wrong thing. Anyway, but I've played it a few times, so, and I'm addicted to it. And I now know how to handle those jokes on stream, too. So, anyways, I'm gonna go while my neighbor's dog is barking. Thank you for joining me for this first mini Mellow Monday, and we will be back on Wednesday with more Date Everything. And next Monday, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll keep yapping for an hour. Goodbye, have a good night. Girl game, go to bed. Good night, everybody.